Welcome to Info Spark Zone. Tonight, we look up at the night sky, a calm, glittering tapestry. But hidden far behind those stars, wrapped in thick clouds of dust and silence, sits the invisible anchor of our entire galaxy. It has shaped us since the beginning, yet we cannot see it. To reach it, you would have to travel 26,000 light years. If you could move at the speed of light, it would take longer than human civilization has existed just to arrive. Centuries ago, physicists wondered, could an object be so heavy and compact that not even light could escape it? It seemed like science fiction. But Einstein's theory of relativity gave it a shape. He predicted that if you squeeze enough mass into a small enough space, the fabric of the universe creating a trap from which nothing returns. Yet, all that mass is compressed into a region smaller than the orbit of Mercury. Imagine the entire solar system's weight crushed into a tiny, dark point. It is a sleeping giant, hiding in the shadows. There is a myth that black holes are cosmic vacuum cleaners, sucking up everything in the galaxy. That is not true. Sagittarius A asterisk doesn't gulp down stars. If you keep your distance and your speed, you are perfectly safe from falling in. For a long time, we couldn't see it because thick dust blocks visible light. But astronomers are detectives. They used radio waves and infrared telescopes to peer through the dust. They found a strange radio, source, compact, intense, and silent. They named it Sagittarius A asterisk. Astronomers tracked specific stars, like the famous S2, for decades. These stars weren't drifting. They were whipping around an invisible point at thousands of kilometers per second. Consider the star S2. It completes a full orbit in just 16 years. When it swings close to the black hole, it accelerates to 8,000 kilometers per second. It slingshots around the darkness, testing the very limits of gravity. In 2022, we finally saw it. Using a network of telescopes the size of Earth, we captured the shadow of Sagittarius A asterisk. We saw a glowing ring of heated gas and a dark center, the shadow where light falls in and never comes out. It was the first direct visual proof of the giant at our galaxy's core. Despite its power, our black hole is surprisingly quiet. It's not currently feeding on massive amounts of gas, nor is it blasting jets of energy. It's effectively starving, subsisting on small whispers of gas. It is a dormant volcano, influencing the galaxy by its presence rather than its fury. Think of Sagittarius A** as a gravitational anchor. It helps define the rotation of the inner galaxy. It does unhold the whole Milky Way together, along dark matter, and the stars do that too, but it stabilizes the chaotic center. Near the event horizon, things get strange. Gravity is so strong there that it warps time itself. To the black hole, time is just another dimension to be bent. It is a house of mirrors, built by gravity. Once you cross it, all paths lead inward. There is no direction called out anymore. When that happens, the supermassive black holes at the hearts of both galaxies will eventually find each other. They will dance inward and merge, creating an even larger gravitational anchor for the new galaxy. It is strange to think that your life is played out under the gravitational influence of a dark object you will never see. It creates the stability needed for stars to shine and planets to survive. So tonight, as you drift towards sleep, remember, the universe is held together by forces that are silent and steady. Sagittarius A** sits in the dark, keeping watch over the spiral arms. You are part of a grand stable structure that has turned for billions of years and will continue to turn long after tonight.